Hey guys, it's Carl Brown from guitarlessons365.com. Today we're going to take a look at Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. Now obviously this is one of the most popular acoustic songs of all time, so we're going to make sure not to get it wrong. Alright, so this first lesson we're just going to concentrate on the intro, a little acoustic guitar thing. They have a little transistor radio effect on it, but you hear this quite a few times in the song as well. And then the actual chords to the verse. And the next one we'll take a look at the guitar solo that goes over this intro. Alright, so we're going to start out with this. First thing you're going to do is plant your third and fourth finger on the third fret on the high E and the B string. You're pretty much going to be strumming the top, the first, second, third, and fourth strings when you're doing most of the strumming. And you're just kind of changing it with a bass line underneath it. So that bass line you're going to start with hammering, playing the open A string and hammering on the second fret. Then over to the open D string, and then playing the second fret on the D. And you hold that note and you strum those top four strings. Then you play the open D by itself and do some more strumming. So we have. You see how sometimes he'll go back and just hit that one bass note. He's trying to bring that. He's trying to bring that out in the thing. So. Alright, now instead of just going, we're going to start from the G, that note on the, with your second finger on the third fret on the low E string. Then you do the same phrase we did to start it. Then we have this little bass line. So what's going on there? We had the D string, second fret that you're already holding, then to the open string, and then the same thing on the A string, second fret. And when you get to that A, open A, you're gonna strum. You're gonna put your first finger here on the second fret on the D string. So you still have these top two notes, but the G string and the A string are open. Then you go back. Just that lick starting from the A string, not adding the low E in there. So all together. Alright, now when the vocals come in, we're skipping this solo there. We'll do that in the next lesson. All of these chords are 6-string chords. Even though it's basic C, D, A minor chords that you typically don't have a 6th string in. If you listen closely to the recording, a lot of times it's missed when you see people play it. He's actually playing inversion chords. So he has a low bass note in there. So all these chords are inverted. So we have, when we start with, except for the G of course, it starts with the C, and you're going to have to play this instead of just with these standard 3 fingers. Replace your third finger with your pinky and play the G string here, the G note, on the low E string. So that's a C with the G in the bass. So that's second inversion, C major triangle. And then when we go to this standard D major chord, you got to play your second thumb on the second fret on the low E string. So you're strumming all 6 strings again. That's a D with an F sharp in the bass, first inversion. Then even this A minor chord, you hit the low 6th string in the bass. Then back to the G. Then back to that D. And this time we go to the C with the G in the bass. Then the A minor with the E in the bass. Which is second version, by the way. And then we have this ends with the G. So I'll play it all together, the whole part there, slowly. But just make sure they're all 6-string chords. So it's going to start with the C. Back to all that stuff. Okay, so the next lesson we're going to take a look at the intro solo that will work over the opening of the song. All right, I'll see you then.